So, hello people, voila, here am I with the third part of our video talk or video lesson for self-taught people, of course for people who are not self-taught as well, but very helpful for self-taught people. Explain how to organize the things that you have to develop, and giving a good criteria for where is your weak side, where your strong side. And the key thought for this was to start thinking about a very important aspect of music, the most obvious one, the chronological aspect, the aspect that music is always in time, and that we can divide the musical event as a whole as something related to past, present, and future. And our mental faculties, they can be somehow organized in this way, because they relate to these dimensions of time in a different manner, and sometimes they are the same skill or the same activity that you are doing will develop some ability regarding the present, the past, or the future. But it's important to understand when it comes to develop something for your imagination, for example, to plan ahead, when your weak side is, for example, the perception of what is in the present, or when your weak side is a problem of short memory. Okay, so this was the key element of this of this video that is already in 3 parts. Okay, I try to finish today. Let's see. So we talked in the last video the present is related absolutely so the mental faculty that we need to capture the present is, of course, perception, in our case the sensorial perception. Then here it can complicate to another elements, more philosophical elements, but I focused on this one. So we talked about ear training, solfeggio, and a very overlooked aspect, the focused musical hearing. Okay, very overlooked. You will hardly find on YouTube material about this. And this, I am just open the subject here. Later I do a video proper about this. Okay, so in musical appreciation as well, also overlooked. Oh wait, I just now I remember, because it was, I stopped the lesson here, so it was like this. Musical appreciation focused. I have to remember where I stopped. Musical focused. Musical. Okay, I will put this there just to resume, and I can just do a video exploring more these ideas, because they deserve it, and I will do sometime anyway. I did already my older channel, but I have to do it again. I have new more views now, new subscribers. So so we jump, then we leave this behind, this thing of hearing music, and a very important thing and very obvious thing for many people, and that I will talk anyway, is of course memorizing music. Okay, and how can I? Um, this is a very interesting thing. There are people who can read very well, piano music, etc., but they have a hard time memorizing. And a good amount of these musicians, they play, but it looks that they don't hear. You understand? They don't feel what they are playing. Um, and the musicians who memorize music, so for example, that's very common for guitarists and drummers. I think they force themselves more to also to feel the music and to get inside of the music. So memorization is a crucial element of make you focus on the now, because if you don't do this, you will not memorize well. So here I am speaking about memorization in the sense of transcription or memorization of readed music. So you so this is the jazz way, no? So transcription, the classical musical way. So reading. I think in both situations you have you have a challenge regarding your focus. Okay, and this will sharpen also your ear training. So you have to do more associations between sound, image, and things that are or that help you give a context to the sound that you are hearing, and help you relate this in an organism. Okay, so for example, let me so to memorize this part, you need two key things that will help. One is the knowledge of harmony. The knowledge of harmony will summarize the chaos of sounds that you are hearing into a conceptualized order. Okay. And another thing that will help, and this is what we are talking about here, is the perception. So from the point of view of perception, what you would focus here, for example, when you're memorizing this part of music, is the half tone. Okay, and the minor key. Okay, I don't remember what I played anymore, but for example, so you start sharpening your perception in a different way here. So you can learn this without knowing harmony. Okay, but it will be like not the ideal thing, and you can also memorize this part with the knowledge of harmony. But if you don't hear well, and you don't have a good ear, so it will I don't know. It will be complicated. Okay, so transcription in reading. So people anyway they exercise this already. In general, they here is not a huge problematic area, but it's good for understand how it is related to the whole, okay, of the this, let's say, this system of learning music. So memorizing, okay. Um, important footnote that I didn't explain it. So why we are doing this? We are doing this because people have a hard time knowing how they organize. They study. They are studying music by themselves in many cases, and they go through YouTube and they have no idea. Do you understand? So there is not an organization. So people are constantly asking for a course, and many people they can pay this course. So what I do here is to give like a try to give an order in the in the in your for your self-awareness as a self-taught composer. And to compose well, you will have to compose music well is exactly is to master this is to master these three elements here, okay, past, present, and future. So when you are exercising, it's good to know where is this what is this actually developing. Is this developing memory, perception, imagination, or the three at the same time? It can be, but it's good that you know where you are, and that you can ask yourself, maybe my problem is imagination, or maybe my problem is the sensorial perception of the present. Maybe my problem is memory. Okay. Um, Now we go to another important aspect, and I think this is the, let's say, the seed, the main, the idea that inspired the video, and this is reflex. Haha. So the present thing is really, I think, I don't know. The past is a mystery of a mysterious thing because of the memory, but the present in music, I think the present is even more mysterious. So that's why I talked so much about this in the last video. Okay, so reflex. So this is regarding performance. Okay, but not only. Also, when you hear music, you need some type of reflex. So it's the ability of reacting to something in a fast way. How do we develop reflex? So I think you know already. Another obvious way. You see that I talk a lot of obvious things, but I talk obvious things that people don't do. Some people are not doing. So playing music. So yes, there are composers who just they don't play music. Do you understand? They don't play music on the MIDI controller or on piano, and even worse with a band or a orchestra. They don't play music and they don't sing. So do you understand? Um, so you may have uh, you may experience many challenges if you don't play music. So okay, first of course, playing music helps that you play music better. But the key thing here is that playing music will help your reflex for many things. For example, as a composer, it's absolutely important that you have some basic mastery of improvisation. Okay, at some level that you can improvise. So and for you can improvise well, you need reflex. Man, how many days I improvised at the church on piano, and I didn't sleep that day, and I started doing something fast, and suddenly my reflex just doesn't work. Something, my head couldn't go together with what I was playing. And so on, yeah. And sometimes you may need reflex, yeah. You need reflex, and the more you have, so the better. Depending on what you're doing, even in slow motion things, you need reflex. Okay, if you do something slow, but that is somehow rich and sophisticated for your brain, you will need also reflex in English. No? So then how we develop this? So play music just in general terms for Emanuel to finish the video. Play music is a huge topic, no? So but now you will laugh, and I think I will get some comments now. Another obvious way is playing other things. So this I learned when I was practicing a lot of piano. I will not risk to play describing today. But playing fast things. So I want to practice these things again. And then I started to wonder, man, my brain somehow is slowed, understand? I start to think, how can I be more active? How is it? I see. So I thought, how can I be more active? And then for me it was obvious. I was not doing like sports or something like this. So I was also slow in other things. And this is true. If you play other things, I don't know, play ping pong, I think this will keep you in a more sportive way. And if you don't like to do other things, okay, so you have to play more music and improvise more. The act of improvising itself will also develop your musical reflex, of course. And when I started doing other things, I saw that I got also better on piano. Okay. So what happened is that the fast things, they started to feel like slow. Okay, this is what reflex is. You are doing fast things, but your center, you learn to keep your center, your mental center, something like steady, not subject to any change. You don't move. Your head don't move. Your mind don't move. For you can perceive all the movements, the fast movements. Something in your head is like a stone, and it's totally calm. Okay, this is what reflex and maybe also sport give. It has to do also with muscle, but in this case, mental muscle. You don't get stressed. Okay, so you achieve this calm, and then you feel like you are in totally another category of perception. So when I play this, I play exactly in the same mood as I am talking to you now. Okay. I don't know, the last time that I practiced music was very long time ago. So somehow this conceptual understanding stays in your head. So not everything that you practice on piano is like you have to practice every day, otherwise it dies. Other things you have to practice every day, otherwise it dies. But some things it's a matter of conceptualizing in the correct way. So now this music, if I want to play this in concert or record, I'm not afraid of this. Okay, I have to do more finger exercise, etc. But I don't get in the absolutely crazy state of mind when I start playing fast. I see the long lines. So, and this is a very important thing. And as I said, even if you are not playing the fast repertoire or improvising fast or composing fast music, what is, by the way, absolutely important for who is composing action soundtrack. Even if you are not into this, also for slow, sophisticated things, you will need reflex. So think about this. But I still didn't talk about what was exactly the inspiration of this video. So I had an student. Sorry, the pronunciation, the accents of German and English is like the contrary. Sometimes the word is similar, but the accent it's a mess. So this student I don't know. It was not sure that he had or wanted to have the time to practice at home, and he was absolutely at the level 0,1 beginner level. Okay, so okay, it was easy to say, okay, you have to practice 5 hours every day. but somehow I can feel where is the existential moment of the person. He was like, what I'm going to do with my life or something like this. I was not totally sure that he would be, he wanted to be a professional musician. So I said, okay, you practice this little bit, and when you have free time or do other things, what I would recommend, and it's a very funny thing to do, and that will put you in this fast mind state, because he was too slow, understand? Too slow, everything's slow. Is play car games, video games. But I said, but play it seriously. I mean, like, try to do the fastest lap and play the serious games. To play Gran Turismo, play rally games, good rally games. And I think until today he's skeptical about this. I don't know, but it's absolutely true. I did this as I was very young, and in this year I tried again, and this is so much fun, and I think it is absolutely powerful. It's absolutely powerful if you play it seriously. I mean, you want to do the fastest lap, no mistake. I don't even play with another players. I play alone. It's just me, my car, and do you understand? And I love this, because if I would do this in real life, it's insane. It's dangerous. So people die from it. So this is, I think, is the joy of a video game. And you can develop a part of your mind that is absolutely overlooked. Okay, if you are a composer, if you are more like intellectual. So maybe I am a person of a radical angles, from a radical person, this point of view, because I go from totally slow contemplative into 300 kilometers per hour with the car. But the point is not just have fun and ooh la la. No, the idea is that you really try to be the best there, and that you focus on the time. And if you do this 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I think it will reveal for yourself how much your mental capabilities suck. So your concentration capabilities, and this is good. This is always good for a musician. The musician is always some way like a mystic, or like, like Gandalf. He needs all the capabilities. Do you know such figures in RPG games who master all the capabilities? So the finger muscle, the brain muscle, the soul muscle, the heart muscle, it comes everything together. And this is the most amazing thing of being a musician and a composer, of being a fully educated composer. So you are in a very special category of art, with all respect for other arts. But photography, do you have to train and practice photography every day? I think not. You just have to be in the right point. Okay, from the point of view of quantity, it's good that you are always in the street, then you capture something. But I think you got the idea. You know how many skills come into place being a fully educated composer and musician, and the joy from it is really awesome. So this is what I try to make explicit here. Okay, but don't play video game every day just because I'm saying this. The idea is if you don't know what to do, uh, try to find something in your life that develops some skill that you are needing. And in the case of this student, in my case, I think we are bad reflex persons, and we are bad in ping pong. With the football, we come too late at the ball. Do you understand? So the whole idea here is to help you diagnose your weaknesses, and so you don't have to waste money with me. Or better say, so when you come to a lesson with me, we can go to other things. But if you can identify your weakness, man, this is so powerful. It's powerful, more powerful than so much money, more powerful than the best music school, more powerful than the best plugin, best software, best gear. If you learn to identify the what is your weak side and how to correct this. I said Solomon, who loves wisdom, loved to correct what was identified as wrong. So reflex. Now we are on 30 minutes. Then I have to do this YouTube speculation and wonder if I keep doing a long video and I hurt the chance of my channel, or if I stop here and I do something more YouTube friendly. But still a lot to talk about regarding the future. So I will make a pause and think about it just a moment. Yes, I will do a pause here. I hope this was a good opportunity to get deeper in this essential and important reflections. I think this gives the opportunity to think about this, to leave comments and to talk to the people and develop these ideas. How are you learning? Principally as a self-taught person, or if you're not a self-taught person, I hope that this kind of reflection helps you judge and interpret better, understand better which is the school in which you are, or the university in which you are. Is it useful for you or not? Such things. Why I am stopping? Because we will have to talk about future and imagination, and this will get philosophical. This part here will be so awesome, and I will activate my philosophical engine very probably. So I will I want to look at my notes and develop this more. I have some notes here. As I said, it's everything somehow prepared for the first lesson. I thought it would be one lesson, but anyways. And this is what happens when I prepare something. So it becomes bigger. Do you understand? Because the imagination, I don't know. I feel that I will have to get deep into it. I think it's good to leave one video just for this, to highlight this idea better. So this video here was more like a talk. Nevertheless, important ideas to think about. And the next video we'll talk about imagination, future, and the aspect that is not written there, about decision making as a composer. I mean, when you're composing, what how do you decide things? So there are still important philosophical aspects about this that I think it can be um, useful, and how these things relate to subconsciousness and consciousness. So I live here. I invite you kindly to leave some comment and maybe generate some conversation with the peers, with the subscribers, and that's all. So see you next time. Ciao ciao.